Hello, this is Johnny. This is part 3 of the video. Just to go over some of the things that I overlook, and I think that you guys should know about it so that you won't run into the same problem I run into. One is that why the fan doesn't work. Okay, so if you're lucky, if you plug it correctly, your fan will work. And so we're gonna go over that. What is the correct way to plug the fan in, so you won't run into the same problem I run into, where my fan doesn't work. And the second thing is my script didn't work. So when I turn the power off, it actually just shut off. And when I press reset, it actually just reset. In other words, if you do not have the script correctly, when you reset, it reset. And when you turn it off, it actually turn it off without running the script. So the script wasn't working. So I'm going to do the script again, and I'll show you when I type it in. And then without using the computer, we're just going to manually type it in, and how to set up the network again. And we are going to fix the fan. So when you guys put it together, you will say, oh, I remember what Johnny said. This is the direction you need to plug the pin in so the fan will work, so you don't have to open up the case again. Okay? So right now, I'm going to go ahead and unplug all this. And I don't have the power plug in, I have it unplugged. And we are going to, originally this was on it. On the back, I pulled it out and I already got all the screw out. They gave you this Phillips screwdriver. It's real good because it actually have magnet on it. It actually will pick up the screw, which is excellent Phillips screwdriver. So I love it. They give you that when you purchase this item. Now, once you open it up, once you take all the screw out, you just pop it open. Like this, just pop it open. Okay, and right now, after you take the screw, you want to pop it open this way. Okay, because right now the stub is this way. Now when you pull, if you have a memory card in there already, you have to pull this way so you don't bend your memory card. And actually the best bet is, before you take it out, go ahead and open this using your nail. Pull it open and pop the memory card out first. And one thing cool about this is when you pull this, it rejects the CD case. Well, it's not really a CD, but they make it look like a PlayStation 1, you know, have a CD thing. But you could put your stuff in there, you know, storage, memory, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pop this out so we won't forget to take it out before we take the cover out. Now the question is, there's the fan. Okay, there's the where you plug the fan in, and there is a negative and there is a positive. Y'all see that? So if you deposit it, it will be considered is the red cable. The negative is the black cable. So let me see if I can zoom this in, make it brighter. Okay, so make sure your red cable is plugged into positive, which have power, and the black, which is the negative. Otherwise, when you plug it in, your fan will not spin. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate that real quick. I'm going to take this screw out, okay, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. And you guys probably want to do that before, you know, beforehand. It won't hurt it to now when you're running the script, it's a good idea to have this thing be on. Also, I found another problem is when I put the case on, if you turn it off, make sure this is also off. Okay, because if this is off, it will line up correctly, so when you put it on, this thing will actually move. Otherwise, if you put it on, the first time I put it on, I'm like, how come this thing doesn't move? It's stuck. Okay, because you have it on here, but this is still off. So when you put it on the case, this thing will not work because the on is on this side and you need to go into where the hole is. Not sure you could see what I'm seeing. See right there? So that need to go into that hole. So if you have it off, make sure this case is also off, or you're gonna run to the second problem I see myself run into, where you put this in. If you have it on, make sure you have this on, or otherwise your level will not work. Your off and on switch will not able to move. Okay, so make sure you leave it on if you have this on. Okay, and then you run the script. Don't have this turned off and try to run the script. Okay, then second thing, that's one problem I see that people will run into, which I did. So hopefully my mistake will help you guys, so you guys won't make the same mistake. Now, when you put it slightly a little bit, because you are actually sliding into this hole here. So, and then the last two have to be in the front because you have this open case here on this side. That's when you are plugging into, let me see if I could make it brighter. Where you actually plug in your network cable, network stuff in here, okay? Your USB and network. All right, so you have to plug it, both of them on this side. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this, lift this up a little bit, and lift this up and then slide forward and up. Okay, and we're going to unplug. Make sure I'm video and taping them, not blocking you. Make sure you unplug this first. Okay, and the way you plug this, make sure the red is facing toward the outside, toward the case. Okay, the red. So the way you plug it in, just like that. Okay, so you're gonna plug the red this way, not this way. Okay, just exactly when you pull it straight out, just like that. Plug it in straight on the first pin 1 and 2. All right, and then here is a fan, which I tuck it into the bottom. So make sure your red is on the left side, your black is on the right side. Okay, so your red is on the left and the black is on the right side. All right, and let me go over this a little bit. What I did is I got a longer copper. Make sure you get a copper. I got this one is long enough that is an even height with this one, but this one I couldn't change it to the long one because it will touch the fan. Now if you don't have a fan, you could put the long one too, but I went and put the one, the original first time the video when I started, I put a copper here, and then I changed the thin one. No, I didn't change it because I couldn't close the case, so I kept the same thin that came with this kit. I used that copper that they came with, and then I put the thick one that also come with it, and then this one I purchased in Amazon, and it's by itself, so make this memory have a heat sink longer. And then the fan's running, so keep the thing very cool. Now I have the fan blowing the air in instead of sucking it out. So I don't know, you guys could give me an opinion about that, because I have the fan blowing the air into the heat sink instead of sucking the air, the heat out. So I don't know. I'm not sure what is really correct way to do this, so I'm not sure. All right, so anyway, just take my word for it, because I hate to plug this in and plug it out, and let's just do it. Okay, I'm going to do it the incorrect way, just to demonstrate. If you plug this incorrectly, okay, it definitely, you know, a lot of time we think that it doesn't matter, you know, there's just 2 cables. Why does it matter? Well, apparently it does. For this, let me unplug this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on to demonstrate that if you plug the red in the negative, it's not gonna work. So if you guys you have to plug the pin in because that's where it's getting the power. So you have to plug in to the first pin 1 and 2. Plug it in. Make sure the red is on the outside. Okay. Now we're gonna plug the power in, and I'll demonstrate the fan does not work, and that's what happened to me. I'm like, why I don't feel anything or hear anything? The fan must be a very quiet fan because I'm not hearing anything or feel any air coming out or going in. Okay, so all right, the light's on. Turn it on. No sound, correct? My fan is not that great, so you could hear the sound. No sound. No fan. All right, turn it off. Let me see if I could just move the pin without unplugging everything. Okay, so I'm gonna switch this over. I got it off. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn it on and listen to. Hear that? Fan is running. Okay, so make sure you got it plugged in correctly. The red is positive, the black is negative. Okay, see the fan is running. Oh, you know what I did wrong? I forgot to change. I forgot to turn. This is the safety shutdown that need to be turned on, that I didn't turn on. So that's what I did wrong. I did this one instead. I got the, so when I find I'm sorry, my first video I told you to turn this on. This is the one they're talking about on the diagram. This safety need to be on. Okay. Alright, since I can't see anything, I'm just going to unplug this for now. So who knows, maybe my script did work, it just, I had the safety thing. Okay, now we know the fan is working. We took care of that issue. This 2 had to be plugged in here. Now, you might ask, well, does it matter which one you plug into which one? I just plug in whatever the one is on the, I plug my left side toward the left to the bottom and the right side toward the top. It doesn't matter? I don't think so, but that's how I plug it in. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I cover the heatsink and I cover the power, and make sure that if this is off, your case, make sure your case is also off. Otherwise, when you put the case back on, it will not move. It's stuck. Okay, and if you guys are on the lab, you could go ahead and laugh and say, I can't believe that he made that mistake. Okay, well, my mistake hopefully will help some people, so that way they don't make this mistake. So it's a learning curve, so it's good. So I'm glad I made a mistake, because otherwise, if you just put it in and you don't have the problem, and somebody going to ask you, say, hey Johnny, why is my fan is not working? Oh, hey Johnny, why when I put the case back on and the power thing, do you have the same problem? Because my power off and on doesn't work. Okay, so make sure everything line up good. This is down. You don't put any screw on this 2, just the last 2. Okay. All right. So make sure everything is good. The cable is tucked in. Then the power. I mean the fan cable is tucked in good. This is off. This is on. Okay. All right. So we're going to put those black screw back on. This 2 black screw, the tiny one, we're going to put right on top. Move my hand out of the way so you can see. So I'm doing a more detail so that way you guys will see that yes, there is a possibility for a room for error, and so this room of error hopefully will help you guys, so you don't have to like open this more than once. Ah! I'm not left-handed, so I'm trying to scoop my left hand so it's keep on falling off. Okay, tighten it, not too tight because this is plastic, it could break. Okay, now don't put this memory in yet, the SD card yet, because when you easier for you to put the case back on. Now make sure if this is off, make sure this is off. Make sure this is off. Okay, if this is on, make sure it's on. Okay, all right. So and the safety that they're talking about is this one. This one needs to be down. Okay. All right, we're gonna put this case back on. I don't know they emphasize this little thing here. I guess if you want to put the network in here, okay, and you want to stay connected with the network or the USB, all right, you have to take this thing off so the wire could come out here. So that's what this is for, okay? Because when I first time see it, like, what's this for? This is for you that if you want the network cable to come out here, you want to pop this little piece out, okay? Just pop it out, and then your network cable could come out here, the hole. Okay, so they think of everything. I love this company, the way they thought of all this, you know. But the one thing bad about it is that when you plug the USB in here, wonder if I can make it brighter. When you plug the USB in here, one thing bad is that that you only could plug the one on top. The one on bottom, it hit here, it's not wide enough, so the cable cannot fit in there good. Unless you buy that's the left angle connector, you plug it in, and then you can run the wire out here, this hole. Okay, can you all see that? You can pop that out and then put the wire through that hole. Okay. All right, so everything is put on. I'm not going to put the screw on. I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate and put the screw at the end of the video. I'm going to put my regular standard output out. All right, and I'm going to go ahead plug my keyboard and my mouse to this system. I'm going to put the controller one for the joystick, and my keyboard and my joy COM2. And I forgot my memory, my flash from Arcade Punk. Sorry. Okay. Then we're going to easily facing upward, not down, up, and then just push it in like so with your thumb. Push it in. Okay, and then close it. Now, if this thing doesn't boot up for some reason, I have that problem again. Pull it out again and put it back in. That's another problem that I see the first time when I put this in. So don't you love that I run into all this problem? Yeah, so that's what I did. All right, and we're gonna demonstrate. I'm gonna use this putty, and I'm gonna type in 192.168.1.120, and we're gonna call it MegaPi Case. Save it, and then we're going to open. Yes. Login as, oh no, the password is Raspberry. R-A-S rasp with a P and then B-E-R-R-Y. Raspberry. There you go. Okay. So if you're using Putty, you want to use the password called Raspberry, which is R-A-S-P and then B as in boy, E-R-R-Y. raspberry. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna type that command. All right. Let's see. Hopefully this will work now. Because what I'm gonna do is open up my Notepad, and I'm going to copy this line. You could do that with Putty. Okay. You could Google.com and search for Putty. It's a free software. I'm going to paste it. There you go. So when I paste it, I use the right click of the mouse and then click on the screen and automatically paste it. So there's something I typed that is not correct. I'm not sure what exactly. So that way you don't have to make a mistake, because I do not know exactly what I typed wrong. It looked like it was correct. But now the Putty is running better. Oh, several unexpected closed network connection. That's what happened to me last time. Okay. The Putty Link case installation is done. So we'll now reboot after 3 seconds. Okay, so that's correct message you're supposed to get. Let me zoom in this so you can see it. So what happened is the pop-up screen show up telling me it's disconnected. Because why? Because the it say right here, it say safety shutdown save. Okay, file blah 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 already configured, doing nothing. So it remember I already configured this already. And the Raspberry Pi case installation is done. We'll now reboot in 3 seconds. So I'm hearing the sound. It sounds like the machine is rebooted. So let's go back over there. And okay. I'm gonna turn the power off right now. And this is what you get. You get the word log out, and then power go off. So I believe that's the way the script's supposed to be. Give me a comment what you think, because I run the script and this is what I get. And this is the second time running this script, and I know the other one says successfully. It showed that on the screen. So that should be correct. And let me turn it back on and then do the reset button. Because yeah, I believe that it should be correct. Now the reset button, it just, I don't know what it does. So we're gonna try again and make sure what we see. Alright, so system is coming up. Pretty cool. It's a different one every time. Alright, so we're gonna bring the system closer, and I'm gonna press reset so we all can see what's going on. Okay? Because the other one is say log out. So what does reset say when you press reset? And the animation is still loading. Okay, so we're gonna press reset right now. It runs some kind of script, you saw that? And then it rebooted. So yeah, I think it worked. This is how it's supposed to look. Not like the, I think E.T. Prime did something else. He used a different script because he was kind of scratching his head probably when he did his. But I can't say what going to his head or what he did because he didn't demo it. So I really do not know how he did his, because it looked different than mine. But I did run the script and you guys saw it. It says successful. And so I did run the script. I tried to type it out and I run the script. So I think that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm glad we did it together a second time, and so we know. So those of you who have the same thing I got, let me know. If you get the same thing like ET Prime, let me know. So maybe, but I think the way I did it is correct because it says successful and it did. I'm gonna turn the power off I have to wait till that thing log in. So I'm going to turn the power off, and you will see it say log out. Okay. Alright, let me turn the power off. And right there, say log out. Log out right there. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this helped. Alright, appreciate you watching. Bye bye.